Alright, we're recording.
Live. It's gonna start getting hot in this dungeon as this summer.
Yeah, in Inner Earth it does get kind of hot.
It's cracking. Thursday.
No, not too much. Oh, I didn't bring my other phone.
Thursday.
On the device, I can't look at the chat.
Oh, well, the chat will have to.
It was an unplanned kind of...
This was impromptu. So
it was.
You show up in the chat and you're watching this and...
Sorry, we can't communicate with you.
We can't communicate with you. All of our devices are...
It's not like we fucking communicate with you anyway.
We love you. We do.
Leave
it in the comments. We're happy to talk afterwards. Right. We'll be back on the weekend. We'll be back Saturday.
That's right.
We're happy to talk afterwards.
We'll be here.
What's cracking? Thursday. How's the week going?
I was going to ask you the same thing. My
week's going good.
Pretty good.
Week's going good. Bad news here in Edmonton. Start the morning off.
Yeah.
Bad news. So RIP goes out to a couple of officers.
Fallen, yeah.
Right. I know we got some people in our comic book community that work in some version of law enforcement or first responders, I guess you'd call it, whether it's fire department or the ambulance or anything like that. So anytime shit like that happens, it was a rough way to start up. Like I work for the municipality here, right? So like it's one of those things where you hear about that stuff pretty much instantly, and right. So that stuff gets that was a good week.
It was a good week.
It's a good week personally. Sort of a bad look for the city here for this one little moment in time, unfortunately. But we'll get over it. We always do. We're a strong town.
Absolutely.
Come from that strong Edmonton mine and blood, right? that oil mine and blood, right? Oilers are doing good. McDavid still just. I mean, he got a little banged up the other night. People were a little concerned, but I don't think it's going to be.
Did he get like rushed?
Yeah, he got smashed. He got hit in the knee. So ouch. I mean, it was a little bit of everybody held their collective breath for a moment, and then things seemed to. I haven't seen anything crazy detrimental so far. So even if McDavid needs to take a night or two off, I think he's going to be just fine. Yeah. The cities, we're creeping into spring here because it's cold as balls here. This isn't some average ass tepid. I don't know where you live, and you might think you know what cold is, but we would invite you to come and see what cold's really like.
Come check out Alberta.
So we've got spring coming up, and it looks like it's going to be a really nice spring because it was actually kind of a mild winter. I know we've talked about this before, so enjoying that. That's how my week was.
Really?
That's how my week was.
Well,
it's been good so far. Yeah. No alien abductions. no bump.
Not that I remember. Usually, you can't remember your abductions. You get hypnotized. So
don't they do bum probing though on those things? Because I'd like to remember that.
How much information can you get from a bum?
Feels like some memories I'd like to have. Like
that's what I don't get.
First time. I hate to think the first time just disappears, like ghosts me.
Whoa!
Imagine getting ghosted by your first time. They go to another universe.
Yeah, lady story out there for that.
Right, that's not us, that's aliens.
Right,
that's aliens. That's aliens.
Aliens all the time, that's right.
They didn't leave you on red. Don't be complaining about. You know what? I was gonna talk about this next, but just since we're kind of on this, I'll go back to what I was gonna talk about. But since we're on this, you know what one of my favorite things in this world is?
Yes.
Well, okay. Do you want to take a guess at what it is out loud? Are we going to be...
Are you saying your favorite thing in the world?
One of mine. Because I don't know if you... I've got a bunch of favorite things. It really depends on the situation I'm in.
Right, because I know one thing that you said a lot that's your favorite.
Okay, let me hear what that is, but then I'm going to assume you're probably wrong.
I am probably... No, you go first. I want to see if I was even close.
Okay, one of my favorite things in the world is voyeurism. I love the internet because while I'm somebody who's been in a relationship for 23 years, it's been a long relationship. Married, shut up, wifey.
Congratulations.
Love you, wifey. Right, I'm not, But I love watching relationship like advice or, break up or rebound videos on YouTube and TikTok. And I understand a lot of these people are in some hard ways sometimes. I don't want what would possess you to turn the camera on when you're just like emotionally decimated. Get it together. Like that is baffling to me.
Handle your shit.
It is fucking bad. But anyways, you want to do it. That's absolutely your business.
Was it somebody personally that we know?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I just
over in general.
I like this as sport.
Oh,
you know how some people shoot deer as sport and you shouldn't do that. You should only shoot like animals for meat. I do this for sport. It's like my one little
fulfilling.
So I was gonna talk about this as the next topic, but we were kind of talking about things sort of related. So I just figured I'd meander into this. So TikTok, people out there having relationship issues. I am not going to give any unsolicited relationship advice, despite having a long relationship, because everybody's different. You don't know what kind of wacko people are dealing with.
No.
It's like things don't apply just like cut and paste from here to here.
I'm not going to say any names, but a single person tried to give you relationship advice recently in the past couple months here. It was hilarious.
That was a coupled person, wasn't it? Or there was a coupled person that did it too.
At
a party we were at. Right. So there was, it's all comedy to me. But I'm not about to, I just enjoy the behind the curtain, take a look at the wizard, where people are having these full on emotional events on the internet.
Apart.
And whether it's anger or it's revenge or it's like sadness, it comes in all forms and fashions, like no doubt about it, right? But it's so, I've never had an adult relationship. Like I do obviously with you and with the audience.
Platonic, just to let you know.
Sometimes. I mean,
I forget a kiss.
If he could, just go, press the issue, son. Why don't you make a man out of me? No, what I'm saying is, I've never had an adult relationship. I don't know what those are. So to see it from an outsider's perspective and just see the calamity it looks like people are dealing with in that situation looks unnerving. It's terrifying. That looks like, I don't know what I'm allowed to say on Facebook.
Well, I've been in some scenarios like that, in some relationships that are baffling to be in, that you don't know what to do when you're in them, because you're like, wow, this is
right. I'm not gonna.
No, but
no personal.
Comical. It's very, very comical.
I like the people that go on and do the long diatribes. Personally, I want to hear you give me the behind the curtain, VIP peek into how your relationship destroyed itself in 5 easy steps. Where a lot of people that's, I think, the most interesting part, the part that I'm most intrigued by, is how little insight into these people's own words they have as they speak. It's like they say things about stuff that are clearly part of what the issue would be, but they gloss over stuff as if that's a pro, a benefit. They pretend what they just said, or a behavior that they inhabit, doesn't negatively affect things to the other person. It's so remarkable how not lucid people seem to be.
Yes.
They're completely removed from themselves in this strange bubble of can do no wrong.
A lot of these diatribes are a lot of similarities between every single one of them. They're very predictable in what they say, because it's just regurgitated stuff from one video to the next.
I guess I'm lucky that wifey thinks I'm appealing and I got good pipe game, because I am habitually fallible. So if I was single, I don't know what I would do. I'd be the only single person on social media that would be making videos about how I'm just the bumbling fucking idiot. Because everybody else is sure that it's the other person.
Oh, absolutely.
They're sure that it's the other gender. They're sure that it's everything but the person in the mirror. And
of course, accountability.
As somebody I already know I'm flawed. And I don't even have people testing me. I already know I'm. So if I was single, I'd be on the internet. I don't know if I'd be crying. You might not catch me doing the full-on tears and waterworks, but I'll be on there being like, damn, I fucked another one up. I knew it. I'm so stupid.
Well, see, that you know that you fucked things up and that you are flawed, but see, these other people, they don't know. They don't understand
that's the intriguing part, is how these other people are humans. They're sentient, from what I imagine. They're not the NPCs who've been programmed into this game that we're all plugged into, or what it. I assume these are other people, and they have no ability to reflect on their own behavior or their traits and say damn, what I am doing is.
I think they are. It's like one of those kind of robots that vacuum and they get stuck in the corner. They just keep bouncing, hitting their head in the corner.
Much like we talked about with Jack Campbell as the goaltender for the Oilers. If he was trying to fuck up, and I would feel better about that. If they were NPCs, I'd feel better. It's the fact that a lot of these people seem to be victims of their own devices. I didn't know interpersonal relationships were this tricky. Maybe it's the baggage. Maybe it comes from like there being tons of false starts. I guess maybe if you were a runner and you were like,
but that's what they brag about, though, right?
People,
the baggage.
People.
That's what they brag about the most.
Project. Well, that's what people talk about the most.
Wasn't that be bragging though?
Is it bragging?
If you talk about it the most, that's bragging.
It seems like
pain. Showing off.
It seems like pain because if you're talking about it the most, wouldn't that be like? That's kind of like people talk about like, oh, my shoulder's killing me, like.
Right, but you talk to that to like people you know. You don't go on the internet and be like, "Yo, man, my shoulder's hurting again, guys." Like,
I think the internet now to a lot of people is the people
like therapy?
they know, right? Like for us, I just don't have anything to confess. I'm doing this. I'm doing this over on my TikTok. Did you see the accountability video?
I did not have
yesterday.
To do that.
No, I put it up yesterday. So I'm doing 99 days like Gretzky. I'm doing a 99-day accountability. Started yesterday.
Was that on your personal one?
Yeah. Oh, this is going to go to my birthday. So till June 22nd, I'll be 41. So yeah, join me on that if you want to be accountable or if you want to hold me accountable and punch me in the dick.
For 60
if
seconds.
If you see me not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Because I'm supposed to be behaving, right? So come over. That's on the personal TikTok, but you can find it on the social medias. If you guys know us, you know us, and otherwise it's out there. It's Cody Noakes. Look it up. CODI. There you go.
There you go.
But hold me accountable. 99 days, doing a few different things. I mean, I don't have a whole bunch of I don't have a big confessional. I'd love to be able to sit on your couch and tell you that I'm like bogged down with a lot of these.
We can do like a web series where I'm like your therapist.
Give me the truth serum. Like I don't have anything.
They're trying to hypnotize you or whatever.
I'm a nitpicker. You know that. Like, where do you think you get this list making behavior for? Like, I'm a habitual list maker and a task checker already.
Yeah.
So I'm only adding to my list of things. So like, I would imagine some people are going to see my stuff and interpret it and be like, damn, that looks cumbersome. Like, you're really going to try to take that on and do that. And they don't realize, like, I've done keto for like multiple years in a row without a cheat day. And, like, I've been like a big bodybuilder and we've done some really extraneous stuff. So I kind of like testing my metal as it is. So what I'm doing to some people might seem a little bit extreme just because when you look at it from an outsider's perspective, if you're not attuned to any of that stuff, that looks like a hell of a big jumping off point. But to me, a lot of it is just trying to like shore up some loose ends that I let waver on days when my willpower isn't great. And a lot of the other things are just more like in there as like a reminder, like the 1 meal a day thing. Like, again, I've been used to dieting for a lot of years. To other people, they look at that and go like, you're going carnivore and 1 meal a day for 99 days in a row. And it's like, yeah, but like I do that anyways, like all the time. I'm just kind of like counting it in this time frame. So like for other people, I wouldn't recommend just all of a sudden jump into something like super uncomfortable because it's going to feel like a lot of work. Like me, what I'm really trying to get under control is the store.
Yeah,
we've
so I
talked
know that,
about this. This is a real thing in my. I'll do a TikTok video tomorrow and update.
Is this the only place that they can find or follow your journey is on TikTok or the
TikTok? And I'm moving over to Instagram. My Instagram's public, and I follow myself with Big Beaver Con, so you can find who I am, right? So, but what was I saying?
Oh shit! I know I really interrupted you.
You interrupt, and I had something going there. I was saying something about importance. Oh, I'll put it on the TikTok. Oh, like I was saying, and I'll show you guys like my day timer now and the way I already do stuff, and that'll give maybe you guys a bit of an insight into the fact that I'm already a drill sergeant over here with myself, and that this isn't like a big leap off for me. So again, the spending is a thing I'm really trying to hone in on because that is a bit of an issue for me, and it's not because I spend ridiculous amounts of money or anything, but I have a habit of going to the store, of going to 7-Eleven and buying a pop and this, that, and the other. Like,
it's just convenience.
It's the convenience, and it's not. It's all diet. I'm always stay on my stuff. Like I only buy pepperoni.
But it's a trickle effect. Maybe.
But it's I'm doing 1 meal a day, so there's no eating during the day anyways. There's only eating 1 meal. You watch me.
I can confirm that.
That's the only meal I'll eat till tomorrow again.
Yeah.
But the store, it's the being a bitch to it that bugs me. It's the not having the control over the being weak in the moment thing. That bothers me. It's not the money, because it's that little bit of money it's not that relevant. but it's the action or lack of control over the action.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing with the smoking. I mentioned that in the video too. Like I'll have 2 or 3 smokes throughout the day. It's not a matter of I'm going to get lung cancer from 2 or 3 smokes. It's the impulse to have 2 or 3 smokes that bother me. Mm-hmm. So when people will look at it, it might seem to them like, wow, you're changing all. It's like, I'm not really drastically changing much. I'm trying to not spend $7 or $8 a day in a 7-Eleven. I'm trying to not smoke like 3 cigarettes a day. And then I'm also trying to remain for 99 straight days or whatever cumulative amount of weeks that is, doing my training program that I do 5 days a week, doing my eating schedule that I do, doing the schedule for our business, BigBeaverComics.com, Big Beaver Comics, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Big Beaver Cards, BB Card Sales, all that stuff, but BigBeaverComics.com mainly. Anyway, to do all this stuff that I'm supposed to be doing, I just like to have that all laid out in front of me, and I want to look back and reflect on time well spent and work well done in a cumulative fashion. And that's why I'm doing it and calling it an accountability challenge. I know it's fucking boring and people think like, Jesus, what are you fucking 90? And it's like, yeah, I only feel good when I'm on my shit. I don't feel good when I just wing it. I don't like winging it. I like putting it down and having an itinerary and knowing what I need to get done and trying to fill spare time with anything but idle hands, because it doesn't ever lead anywhere of prosperity. Like it's not again, don't have any bad habits, but wasting time to me, and it's a particular thing to me, I don't project this on other people, but to me, wasting time, it bugs me. It gets in my head and it starts to make me feel like I'm wasting a little bit of opportunity. Yeah. So I like to do things. Here we are on a Thursday. So this is just a little extra. So from the TikTok voyeurism, which is one of my fucking wastes of time that we...
What'd you call that? What'd you call that? It's not a waste of time. I guess it is a waste of time.
It's a decompressor.
Guilty pleasure of it?
I guess, sure, right. There's periods of time that I have allocated throughout my day where I have the ability to turn social media on. So again, I'm not scrolling on, I guess I should say that I'm not scrolling on TikTok. I'm looking at people who put together like compilation videos. So this is like much longer 12 or 14 minute things, right? So it's, again, that doesn't make that fucking better, but it makes it so that when I'm doing something where my hands are occupied and my eyes are occupied, I can turn something on with just volume and I can listen to the song and dance. Because I can interpret the crazy in the eyes when I hear your song and dance and how none of it corresponds with itself.
Right.
So I don't need to like see you physically. Plus the humiliation of looking at someone while they're humiliated. It's a bit of a taxing.
You feel
bad. I got my morals compass starts going off.
Empath.
I want to just be like, no, just come with me.
Shut up.
Just stop. Stop. Have you ever thought about investing in a typewriter and these smartphones are just for the birds? Like, these are not for you.
Right.
This instant access
Once
to
you can
emotional
double think your
upload.
words.
Pardon?
Once you can double think your words, you can do that with a typewriter. You can't do that on social media when you go live or you post it.
But
I don't think most people just go like post their stuff.
I mean, I have the opportunity to go live every day, and so do you. And like we have,
but you're in the right state of mind, right? You're not.
Even when things are sideways, I'm in the right state of mind.
Right.
I'm smart. Right. But that's why a lot of that is comedic.
You hear some of these people that like trip shit when they don't have the Chicken McNuggets at McDonald's? People are crazy out there. Crazy. It's like a Mad Max Wild West.
I always like to think that you never know what somebody's going through, and that's why you don't want to ever really cross people you don't know, because you don't know what they went through that morning. You don't know somebody didn't just lose their dog an hour ago, and you're going to decide to poke the bear and find out this person's got. So when I see stuff like that, and I'm not sure of the context, I just see someone in public or whatever like losing their marbles, I'm not sure if I find it funny or sad, because I don't know. But when I see you and you're here, you're very lucid. You set up a camera, you're safe. You're not being tracked by like a werewolf or starving. You're not like living in your car, even though they all film these in their car.
They do.
They're all
in
the car.
Car bathroom.
Car is the safe space.
Safe.
But it's interesting to watch because they like cognitively go through it. They aren't being filmed from a bystander.
Oh no, they're filming themselves.
It's a strange kind of a virtue, like it's like a martyring too, Because what it is it's a lot of people trying to get empathetic comments and likes because people feel maybe a kinship to you because they've been through similar feelings before. But it's like, what a shallow way to
I don't understand it.
cope, dude. You gotta cope.
Right.
So-
Sadie fan.
Anyways, I'm gonna cope over on my accountability thing. So you guys can follow over on TikTok with that. Don't go on TikTok and watch what I watch. But I do
No,
have allocated
don't do
periods
that.
of time where I'm not wasting vital moments. This is like when I'm in transit and I put something on, because you can only listen to a book on tape every day of your life, or a podcast every day of your life, or self-help stuff every day for 8 hours or 6 hours a day until you need 10 minutes of TikTok relationship chaos,
Right.
just to cleanse your palate. You're like, when you're somebody like me who never feels like you're doing enough, and you're doing as much as you probably, I'm not gonna pat myself up, but you're doing a lot. You do quite a good amount. It's nice to just look at other people and be like, you're a human too, eh? You seem way more fucked up than me. God damn. God damn. God damn, I feel better. Thank you. Like I said, you just need a palate cleanser every once in a while.
Yeah, no doubt.